I ended up with 22 pairs of these band Jordan 1s, and they currently go for like, I don't know, $1,500 or $2,000 now. I'm gonna tell you how I got these. Back when they originally were supposed to come out and they were going on the blog articles, a lot of people were talking about it and people were excited about the drop, but then they just out of nowhere disappeared. We started hearing news about they might be going to outlets, like it's just gonna be a B grade and there's something wrong with the shoes, but we couldn't figure it out because again, during this time, the internet, social media, how everything is now these days, definitely a lot more discourse between forums and then some blogs. One day I was out and about and I got a phone call and somebody told me, bro, they have the shoes at the Nike factory store right now. So I slide down to MLK. They got one on the rack. You could purchase the shoe. They're letting you buy one pair. So they put them on the shelves that evening, later in the day, kind of, you know, later afternoon. And then next thing you know, they took them off and they're like, bro, what's going on? Are they available? Are they not? And then they said, we're going to do a launch. Crazy to think that people were camping out at the outlet for a regular drop that wasn't a regular drop anymore because it was considered as a B grade, but it came with the original box and everything. So you know me, this time I'm young, I'm ready to camp out, I'm in line. I gotta be like in the front 10 of the people getting in because I need to guarantee more pairs. I was excited about this shoe and I definitely knew it had a little value to it, so I could leverage it to get other pairs of shoes in my collection. Luckily, the first day when I had went, I was able to get multiple pairs because I had somebody with me, so they bought me a pair. Then I camped out, went through, got another pair, and then they said we could go back through the line. So at the time there was maybe about, let's say like 50 people in line, and we just kept going through the line, churning and churning and churning. I brought people with me and I was able to get more pairs. Next thing you know, I had a whole bundle of these shoes sitting in my collection. So during that time, now the shoe is going for, you know, 300, 400 bucks, something like that. All the homies, they didn't hit, they got the shoes. Everybody's making a couple bucks. We're trying to resell, you know, we're like 19 years old, just trying to make it happen, trying to make a couple bucks. We're in college. So during that time, I was able to run through multiple pairs, make really good money off of those, but I decided to keep 3 pairs in my collection. I'm pretty sure it was 3 because I ended up getting a used pair after that, which might have been my 4th pair. Either way, I had a few pairs left in my collection. Next thing you know, they just started shooting up even more and more and more in value, especially with me being a size 13. So now at that point, I was able to leverage this shoe that I had got for $109 and trade it for other grails that I had always wanted. And that was one of my strategies I had used for many a years even before that, to be able to hold and leverage shoes to be able to get other shoes that I want for basically $109. So now at this current time in life, I sold another pair to buy a house, and then I used another pair in trade, and I still have my one dead stock pair that I said I would always keep. This was the best one of them because if you guys remember the left and right foot, there was always something kind of wonky about them, so you had to kind of match them up when you bought them to get the best version of them. Do you have any shoes that you got at Nike outlets or other memories that you have with sneakers?